Hello YouTube and welcome to the Armourer with me Blue today, and we're going to be looking at the last spoilers that we got, which include the new Guardian and a bunch of Guardian cards around him. And don't forget to like, subscribe and share if you find I guess any of the information useful. So let's get with it. Stacked in your favor is a rare that says go again. Guardian Aura, 2 cost, blocks to your attack actions only. Get +3 defense while defending. At the start of your turn, destroy this, draw a card, then put a card from your hand on top of your deck. This may be good in limited, in draft maybe. I don't think this card will ever see play in CC. But in limited it may be good, right? Allowing you to potentially fully block your opponent's wager attacks better. And also this final effect allowing you to kind of swap your cards around is going to be useful for the new Guardian, and we'll see why later. So the new Guardian is Victor Goldmane, High and Mighty. He reads the first time each turn you create a gold token from an effect you control, draw a card. So this is each turn, so we can use this on our turn and we can potentially use this on our opponent's turn, and we'll be able to draw a card if we create gold each time. And then he says the first time each turn, once again, you would fail to win a clash, and the clash keyword meant that both me and my opponent reveal the top card of our deck, and whoever has a card with more power wins the clash. So if we fail to win a clash, instead we may destroy a gold we control, and if we do, put one of the revealed cards on the bottom of its owner's deck, then clash. So we can choose to either put our own card on the bottom of the deck, or we can choose to put our opponent's card on the bottom of the deck. Whichever's more beneficial to us. And his weapon, Muir's Grindstone, a one-handed hammer that attacks for 4 for 3 resources, which is the normal Guardian rate. When this hits a hero, clash with them. If you win, destroy the top card of their deck. If they win, put a -1 counter on this. So for this exact effect is what I was referring for stacked in your favor, because if you have like a card in your hand, you can like put it on top, and maybe like draw a blue, put a strong card on top, attack, be sure that you'll be winning the clash. So yeah, kind of my evaluation of Victor as is right now is that he is insane. To me this hero is very strong. I will be very surprised if he has 0 impact on the metagame. And yeah, there's a few more spoiler cards. For example, this is his specialization, the Golden Sun, a yellow card attacks for 7, blocks for 3, costs 4. As an additional cost to play this, we may destroy a gold we control. If we do, this gets +3 and overpower. And then it has an additional effect, which is when you win a clash revealing this card, create a gold token. Meaning that if, for example, we just pitch a blue, swing with the hammer, our opponent is like, sure, I take 4, and you clash with them, you reveal the Golden Sun, you will not only get a gold out of this attack, as well as destroying a card on their deck, but you also draw a card because of Victor's effect, which says whenever you create a gold token, just draw a card. So out of nowhere, your hammer becomes 3 for 4, destroy a card from your opponent's deck, create a gold and draw. And that by itself is insane. It's probably not going to happen all that often, but even without this additional effect, I think that the baseline value of the card is also just insane. because off of either tunic, some new armor piece, or tectonic plating, or even just a vigor token, because we're going to be wagering in this set, and we will probably get a bunch of cards which are going to allow us to create vigor tokens, since vigor is one of the tokens the Guardians can make. We'll be able to play this card off of a singular blue and then just destroy a gold token, which we will obviously be creating with this hero, to just send a essentially 2 card to deal 10 overpower. This is very strong. This is very on rate, right? Like the baseline rate is like 2 cards for 8 damage, and this is 2 cards for 10 damage, and it also has evasion. And the last spoiler card is Boast, a Majestic Guardian block that is blue. It's blue block 3. Like the card as a base to me is not amazing. It just blocks 3. It doesn't have cost, so it kind of does not synergize with the other hammers, which we may want to play. It doesn't have power, so it doesn't synergize with like this hammer as well. But the effect may be good in some situations. Like, it very much depends on how the deck is going to actually be built. But this says this gets X defense while defending, where X is twice the number of quashes you won this turn. So we have already been spoiled a warrior and I think a generic block, 0 for 4 red blocks that additionally also clash with your opponent in order to generate some resource. And if we play some of these, we can potentially block 4 with that clash, win the clash hopefully, and then use Boast to block 5 on another attack. Essentially blocking 9 with 2 cards, which is also very above rate. But it's still very, very situational. And now I'm going to show some cards to kind of give context to why I think the new Guardian looks insane to me. So first, let's start with Test of Strength being this generic block that I was talking about. So this is a generic, block, just blocks 4, and it says when this defense clash with the attacking hero, the winner creates a gold token. So, not only are we a Guardian, so we're probably winning clashes like 80% of the time versus any deck. We also are able to kind of clash a second time if we somehow don't win the first time with Victor's effect, if we already have gold, but the option is still there. But like the whole idea is that at least 80% of the time, we're just going to play Test of Strength for a 0 for 4 out of hand that is going to create us a gold token that can later be used to either win another Test of Strength if needed, or, in a deck like Guardian that is most likely going to be playing at least 30 blues, pitching a blue to activate the gold token and then drawing another blue is by itself going to generate your resources, which is yet another way we can throw out his specialization off of 2 cards. Right? Like even if we have like no other setup other than gold, we can pitch a blue. If we draw a blue, pitch it. Now we have 4 resources. Attack with the specialization, and once again, we are going to draw a card the moment we create gold. So at that point, this card just reads block 4, create a gold, draw card. So it like immediately replaces itself, right? It's not like Data You Got, which replaces itself at the end of the turn and has to block something specific. This just blocks 4 onto whatever, and as long as you win the clash, you just create a gold and draw a card. And that's insane value to me. It's just insane value. And same goes for Wage Gold. Wage Gold gets to be universal, which means that it's going to be a Guardian attack actually, meaning that we can use tectonic plating on it and tons of other Guardian synergies that we have or may be getting. And even without any of them, right? Wage Gold becomes just a pitch of blue in a blue heavy deck like Guardian to attack for 7 that has on hit, create gold, and draw a card, which is also insane in my opinion. It's just like this threat of just drawing a card on every gold generator to me is just seems so strong, right? Just like imagine Guardian having an additional card every time, like having a space for Arsenal every time, you know, like I don't know, it just seems very strong to me. And even things like Muniwer and Maltes are not that bad because it says your next attack this turn, right? So this works with the hammer. You know, like technically, if we're playing Kanotus, we can pitch a blue for tectonic plating. When you were Maltis, pitch another blue, attack with the hammer for 9. that on hit is going to create a gold and draw us a card. We can play Maneuver Maltis into a CNC for 9 again. That on hit is going to, you know, like draw us a card, right? Like just like Maneuver Maltis becomes not only just gold, but it becomes gold and draw a card. And if we're going to be playing cards like Wage Gold and the Golden Sun, and we're intending to play them off of a singular blue, and we play, maybe we'll play like the other Wage cards, maybe especially the one that wages Vigor, because with Vigor we'll be able to play this off of a single blue. With Vigor and tectonic plating, we'll be able to play these 3-cost guardian attacks. We'll be able to play them and pummel them off of a singular blue. So that is going to give us like bunch more 3-card pummel hands. And in a situation where we only have one, which is like we only have the Vigor or we only have the tectonic plating resource, we can just use Maneuver Maltis together with one of these 3 costs off of a singular blue, attacking for, in this case, 10. Right? You know, obviously stacking gold generation is not going to be insane, but we can, for example, use it on the other card that wages Vigor. And now, out of nowhere, we are attacking with 3 cards, we are attacking for 10. On hit, draw a card, create gold and Vigor. And yeah, that whole concept kind of seems overpowered to me, seems insane. Being able to kind of semi-consistently play pummels out of 3-card hands, which is something people are playing Tunic in Bravo right now in order to achieve that. And, you know, unless we get a new better chest, I feel like we are most definitely going to be playing tectonic plating in Victor, precisely because of the Vigor. Because if we play if they give us a 0-for-4 block like Test of Strength, but it clashes and generates Vigor, and if we play the wager card that generates Vigor as well, even if we are not able to instantly utilize that Vigor resource, with tectonic plating we will be able to carry it to the next turn. And that's also seems pretty valuable. So yeah, like overall the hero just looks insane to me. This line of text here, the first time each turn you create a gold token from an effect you control, draw a card, just seems insanely powerful to me. And I kind of hope that Test of Strength is the only card that allows us to create a gold token during our opponent's turn. Because that seems insane, you know, like just imagine he has a shield or something. I mean, he will have a shield, but like, what if the shield has like temper clash, create a gold, right? Like if you win the clash, at that point, the hero just seems insane, and I hope that's not going to be the case. You know, I hope the shield is actually pretty nice. I hope the shield is actually nice, because the hammer, I kind of don't get the synergy unless they wanna like push him towards like defensive fatigue, especially with the hammer, and him playing blocks that he clashes with, and he cares about clashing. But at the same time, just the draw card on gold generation, and gold generation being this aggressive, and like his specialization being so good kind of pushes him in another direction. And yeah, I don't think with, I think with Guardian you baseline with fatigue simply because you have very strong weapons, and Amnotus is a stronger weapon in fatigue than Mirror's Grindstone. And Mirror's Grindstone, to be honest, I find unplayable, simply because even if you're technically winning 80% of the time, your clashes, you know, you're going to be winning clashes if you flip an attack, right? Because your attacks are the strongest out there. But you're most definitely not going to be playing only attacks, right? Blocks like Test of Strength and defense reactions that you'll most likely be running, like Fate Foreseen and so on. You know, Fate Foreseen can also help you win clashes. These cards have 0 attack value. We will probably be playing, you know, cards like Pomo, cards like Manuel Maltese and so on, which also have no attack value. And, you know, losing a Test of Strength clash is not that bad, because we just played like a little bit worse Sing Below instead of just the most insane card in the world. But with Mirror's Grindstone, whenever we lose and this goes down to 3, it kind of loses its usefulness, in my opinion, right now, because later in the game, your opponent is just not going to allow you to hit. They're just going to give you 1 card for it every time, because it now attacks for 3. And even if they allow you to hit, like, just imagine like losing 2 times and this now attacks for 2, it's going to be horrible. But my point is that even if you lose only 1 clash, it's still horrible. And even if you are able to kind of rig clashes with your gold, I'm not sure that you kind of want to be using your gold all willy-nilly like that. And I don't know. I feel like Titan's Fist is just going to be way more consistent. And the best part of Mirror's Grindstone I see right now is the interaction with the Golden Sun. And unless we get like another 2 or 3 cards like the Golden Sun that give us something whenever we win a clash with them, I don't think that the hammer is going to be played. So yeah, that's about it. Do you give me your takes about the new Guardian? Do you think it's as powerful as I think? Yeah, see you guys next time.